Let's talk about some points of the valence bond theory. In last video, we are just done with the introduction of the overlapping. So I will be telling you that how overlap occurs in actually. So we are done with the sigma and the pi bond in the very starting videos. So that was the overlapping in actually. So the before that one pi bond and sigma bond, there was the theory that was valence bond theory. After that, the sigma and pi bond was formed by this theory. So we are done with the overlapping, that how overlap occurred, but some of the point I want to discuss with you, that there were scientists London and Hitler, they told about the overlapping. So the first one point is the overlapping is formed between the half-filled electrons. Let's take the example of oxygen. They are having a two lone pair and the unpaired electron is this. So here the point is saying that the overlapping will be occurred between the half filled electrons, mean they'll be not share the electron, only half filled electron will be like this, and this they'll be sharing the electrons like this. They will be sharing the electrons. So that's the example of the first one point. Okay, so they'll be there are, you can say that as a result of the overlapping, there is the electron cloud where the two overlaps occurs. Here is the two overlapping occurs, and we can say that if we are taking the example of this, there are four bonds is making, carbon is having the valency 4 and they are having the valency 1. They are making a 4 bonds, you can see here. So there will be 2 bonds, 4 bonds, 3 bonds, many bonds can be there. Okay, so the, for example, let's talk about the px plus py. If they are overlapped together, they'll be making a big one size after the overlapping. They are having a same spin, so they'll be changing their spin like this because of the repulsion. If the repulsion will be occurred, there will be not the, you can say that the overlapping, so the repulsion will be less and attraction will be more, so that's why they are spin their electrons. Now the next point is, the greater the overlapping, the stronger the bond. If there is the more overlap together, there will be the strongest bond. If there is a greater overlap between the two molecules, or the, you can say, two atoms, so there will be the stronger bond. Okay, so the electron that is involved in the overlapping is, you can say, that is shared by the unpaired electrons. Okay, so there are the four covalent bonds. Covalent bonds means the mutual sharing. This is the covalent bond, mutual sharing of the electrons together. So they are covalent bond. And through the covalent bond, here is the overlapping occurs in actually. So the overlapping is having the two types, which is sigma and pi bond. Sigma and pi bond. So that was the some points of the VBT or valence bond theory. So we are done with the sigma pi bond. They were all the example of the valence bond theory, because the valence bond theory in which Hitler and London told about the overlapping, the sigma overlapping, pi overlapping. So before that one overlapping, there is the theory VBT. So the VBT has told about the sigma and pi bond. So they are found by the VBT theory, sigma and pi bond. So they are the example of the valence bond theory, or you can say the overlapping.